Hey guys, it's Paige. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard that Etsy has made some changes to the way that they're doing listing images. So, one of the big changes is now instead of 5 listing images only, you have the option to put up to 10 listing images on your listing. And I'm going to talk more about that in a different post. But today I'm going to talk about the max image size and the Etsy crop ratio. So this actually, the crop ratio actually hasn't changed. It's the same as it was before. But what Etsy has done is they, instead of the max width that they'll let you upload images being 1500 pixels, they now giving you up to 3000 pixels, which means that you can load higher resolution images. And I'll just give you a quick look at what that looks like. So this is the here's the image size, so you can see it's the same, and then here's what it looks like as a thumbnail. So the important thing to remember is this crop ratio. The crop ratio is 500 by 403, and I'm going to show you how that comes into play. So here we have an image, and this image is a vertical image versus a horizontal image. So what's going to happen if I were to load this image into Etsy, it's going to put gray bars on either side of the image, and it's not going to look as nice. It's not going to be that full size image that we have here. So we want to make sure when we're taking our images that we're taking images that are going to be able to be in a horizontal setting. So this image, I can just crop out this space up here and I can make it horizontal. So we're going to use our crop tool and we're going to go up to where it says ratio. Now it's important that you're using ratio and you're not using the width and height, because I could put in here 3000 by 2418 here, and I could crop it. But the problem is if this width and height is actually bigger than what my image is, it's going to start forming some like pixelation and stuff, because it's going to like size the image bigger than it actually is. So you always want to use ratio. So we're going to put in 500 by 403 here, and you're going to get a crop box that looks like this. And then all we have to do is just click on this crop box and we can move it around our image and we can resize this the way that we want it for our listing image. And then once you have it sized the way you want it, just go ahead and double click. And now we have this crop to the proper ratio. However, when I go to my image size here under image size, you can see that this is actually larger than what Etsy is going to allow you to upload. Now that's not a big deal because we can go ahead and we can change this when we export the image. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But before I do that, I want to show you how you can save this ratio. So you don't have to remember this ratio. You can make a custom crop preset. So you would just go to new crop preset. And then what you can do is you can, call this like Etsy, you could call this Etsy or whatever, and you can keep that crop ratio in there just so you know what it is. And you're going to go ahead and click OK. And so now, instead of having to type that in and remember that it's 500 by 403, you can just select in your crop presets here. You can select the one you want and use that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to export this image. So we're going to go to File, and we're not going to save it. We're not going to go to Save As. We're going to go down to Export, and we're going to go to Export As. And under the Export screen, it's going to give you options for the type of file that you want to save it as. So you can save it as a PNG, you can save it as a JPEG. I usually save my images for online as PNGs. And then you can put in the width and the height that you want it to save as. So if I put in, so let's say I don't want the image to be 3000 pixels, maybe I only want it to be 2000 pixels because I want my image to upload a little quicker. I can change it to 2000 and it's going to go ahead and it's going to adjust that. So it's not going to stretch anything out. It's going to keep that same 500 by 403 ratio, but you can choose whatever you want. So I'm going to make it 3000 by 2418. The canvas size 3000 by 2418. And we are going to go to Export All. and it's going to go ahead and we can export it. We can name it whatever we want to name it and click export, and it's going to go ahead and export it. So now it's exported. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this file here in Photoshop just so you can see that it's the right size that it should be. So we're going to open it in Photoshop. So here's the one that we just cropped. So this is the PNG now. And if I go to image size, you can see that it saved it. It made it the right pixels. It did the pixel dimensions that I told it to. So it's 3000 by 2000, 418, the resolution 72. So this is a perfectly sized image. So that's how you size it, and that's how you can crop to the right ratio and make your Etsy shop look really nice. I hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.